Let me ask you a question, brother. Are you red-pilled or blue-pilled? I know what most of you will say. Oh, I am red-pilled. But think again. Do you agree with everything it stands for? I am not saying either is right or wrong, but what I am telling you, brother, is that you are a free man. Reject these labels and so-called pills. The only identity you should be associated with is that of being a man. So now, I ask you again, who are you? It's time to break free from the deadly cycle, brother. It's time to break free from the labels. These boxes of thoughts that keep you confined. Today, I'm taking you headfirst into a no BS exploration of the 5 most insidious red pill traps that are keeping you from reaching your full potential. But don't worry, it's not just about exposing the dangers. I'm handing you the tools to navigate this hazardous terrain, to sidestep the pitfalls, and to transform from a passive observer to an active commander of your fate. It's time to rise above the fray and emerge as the one in the driver's seat of your life's journey. Trap number 1. Developing red pill rage. This is the most common pitfall I see men fall into, and I call it the red pill rage. I get it. You've woken up to a world that's not as rosy as you once thought. You've seen the unfairness, the double standards, and the games that are being played by women. It's infuriating, no doubt about it. But let me tell you, getting stuck in this rage won't do you any good. Take it from someone who has been exactly where you are right now. The world is not perfect. And yes, women have it easy, but losing yourself to anger won't solve a damn thing. In fact, it'll drag you down, poison your mindset, and make you bitter. The real strength lies in channeling that anger into something productive. Use it to fuel your personal growth, to create positive change, to become the best version of yourself. Don't let the world's flaws consume you. Rise above them and show what you're made of. Think of yourself as a blacksmith in the fire-lit depths of a forge. Your heart is the furnace and your experiences the molten metal. Red pill rage is like a hammer, striking your emotions relentlessly, shaping your thoughts into a weapon of bitterness. But remember, bitterness alone is a brittle blade, prone to shatter. Instead, channel that fiery rage into the anvil of personal growth. With each strike, you're forging a sword of greatness. As the hammer falls, let your anger transform into determination. Temper your emotions in the fire of self-improvement, turning them into a tool that carves your path to the best version of yourself. Just as a sword's strength lies in its careful crafting, your journey from rage to growth will shape you into an unbreakable force, capable of cutting through the challenges that once consumed you. Trap number 2. Becoming a degenerate chaser. Picture yourself on a hamster wheel that spins endlessly. Chasing women for validation is similar to running on this wheel, believing each lap will bring lasting satisfaction. But as the wheel keeps turning without progress, the chase for external validation is an endless loop of disappointment. Step off the wheel, brother, and reclaim your energy. Redirect your focus inward, where the true treasures of self-discovery and personal growth await. As you step off the hamster wheel, you'll realize that your energy is better invested in pursuits that propel you forward, rather than keeping you trapped in a cycle of fleeting highs. Becoming red-pilled, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of constantly chasing women for validation. Trust me, I get the appeal. It's fun, it's exciting, and it strokes your ego. But here's the cold, hard truth, brother. If you make your worth dependent on the attention and approval of women, you're setting yourself up for failure. You see, true confidence comes from within, not from how many numbers you can get, how many women you can get to sleep with you, or how many women you can have on rotation. Not realizing that all these degenerate habits are actually taking away from you and holding you back from climbing and reaching on top of that mountain that you have your eyes on. Focus on becoming a man of substance, someone who's driven by purpose, ambition, and self-respect. Someone who built his life on a solid foundation instead of on quicksand. Guess what happens when you build a life that's worth living yourself? Women will naturally be drawn to that kind of energy. Like wild bees' honey attract ants. Don't be short-sighted. Trap number 3, not believing in love. I know a guy who got cheated on by a girlfriend of 5 years when he found out about the affair after randomly going through her phone one day. From that day, he was scarred for life and would never entertain the idea that genuine love from women exists. Granted, he has a good reason for shutting off after experiencing that type of betrayal from someone you would have died for. However, this is where bravery is needed as a man. Being the man doesn't mean shutting off your heart and ability to love again when things don't go your way. It means bravely experiencing all that life offers, including love and loss, without losing your identity. And yes, I get it. Hearts get broken, relationships can go south, and you might have seen men you love and care about get hurt. But that doesn't mean you should shut yourself off from the possibility of real, genuine love. Quite a few big channels in the red pill space preach against falling in love with a woman for the misguided fear of losing control of your frame and getting hurt. That's what weak men do. And that's the opposite of what I teach you on this channel. What type of man is afraid of women? Worse, what type of man is afraid of getting hurt? Yes, a weak man. Love is beautiful, and it can also be very dark, but it's a cornerstone of a fulfilling life. It's the cherry on top that makes everything worth it. Now, I'm not talking about the fairy tale kind of love that makes you act stupid and throw away your balls and self-respect. I'm talking about the kind of love that's built on mutual respect, shared values, and true partnership. Don't let cynicism blind you to the beauty of a real connection. Be smart, be cautious, but never close yourself off to the potential for a deep, meaningful relationship. Trap number 4, blaming women for everything. Think of yourself as an architect designing a magnificent castle, a symbol of your aspirations and ambitions. You carefully plan each detail, envisioning a structure that embodies strength, beauty, and grandeur. As construction begins, you encounter unexpected delays and setbacks. Yet, you don't point fingers at the workers or external factors. Instead, you adjust your plans, find solutions, and oversee the project with unwavering determination. Just as an architect shoulders the responsibility for the castle's construction, a man who rejects the victim mentality shoulders the responsibility for his life's construction. He understands that while circumstances may test his resolve, his ability to adapt, overcome, and build a resilient foundation reflects his true character. And by taking full accountability for his journey, he becomes a man who commands the respect, admiration, and unwavering loyalty of those around him. Blaming women for every problem you face might seem too good to pass up because it's very easy to do, but it is something you do if you never want to become a man worthy of respect. But wait, I get it. Some women can be toxic, manipulative, or downright unfair. But here's the deal. Playing the blame game won't lead you anywhere worthwhile. Taking full responsibility for your life is where true power lies. Sure, there might be women who've done you wrong, but you've got to own your part in it too. You attract the energy you put out, and you're responsible for the choices you make. Don't let bitterness and victimhood define you. Rise above the noise, learn from your experiences, and strive to be a man who leads from the front, and watch as you'll have no shortage of women willing to fall off the bridge for you if you command it. And finally, trap number 5, not believing in marriage. Imagine life as a magnificent symphony, with you and your wife as the conductors, guiding the orchestra of your family's journey. Each instrument represents a vital aspect of your children's growth, education, values, love, and support. Just as a symphony conductor coordinates the musicians to create harmonious melodies, a married couple orchestrates their family's development. Working together, you build a legacy of trust, teamwork, and shared dreams, providing your children with a solid foundation to navigate life's challenges. You harmonize discipline and encouragement, instilling a sense of purpose and responsibility in your children. Through the highs and lows, your unwavering commitment creates a symphony of love and guidance, nurturing children who embody the virtues of your last name and bloodline. That's what it's all about, keeping the word and covenant between man and God. Remember the quote, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing." And despite what the Red Pill community will have you believe, there are plenty of wives out there waiting and looking for worthy men to love and submit to. You just have to be the man who has done the work and knows how to vet properly and isn't a whimpering little girl who is ruled by fear. Now, I won't sugarcoat it. Yes, marriage in the West can be challenging, and not all of them work out. You certainly have a lot of things that are designed to not be in your favor, like the court system. But that doesn't mean you should write it off completely. It means you can reshuffle the board and put yourself in a position where you feel protected and safer to embark on such a lifelong journey. And that might mean consulting a lawyer before you tie the knot to get an ironclad prenuptial agreement to protect your assets and everything you've worked for. Marriage, when done right, can be a powerful partnership that brings out the best in both partners. It's about mutual support, shared goals, and building a life together. Remember, I'm not saying you should rush into it without caution. No, brother. Be selective, take your time, and choose a woman who shares your values and ambitions. When you find the right one, marriage can be a source of incredible strength and fulfillment. To see the next best way to level up as a man, check this video here.